Hey y'all, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I'm so glad to see y'all. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I missed you guys. I was not able to really go live yesterday or the day before. I got a little sick, but I'm cool. And I'm so glad that I'm able to see you guys and come back in here and talk about these shows, gossip a little bit on the porch, and do what we do. Okay, so let's get on into it, shall we? First of all, y'all, please, please, please hit that like button as you come in the room. If you already hit the like button, I thank you so, so, so much. That means a bunch to me. And if you haven't hit it yet, it is not too late. Let me greet everybody who's in the room real quick. And then we're going to get into what we just watched on this show with these crazy folks up there in New Jersey. All right, Queen Mermaid, how you doing, gorgeous? That's right, y'all. Hit that like button. G, darling, how are you? My sis Angie is here from Miami. Delicia, hello, lady. How are you? Miss Sparkle, our Mary Kay lady, is here. P, what's up? How you doing? It's so good to see you. P is my good old buddy. I remember P from way back. Hey, Deandra O'Neill, how are you? The beautiful Chanel D Queen is here. Debbie Garcia, hey, sis. Oh, I know you here to talk about New Jersey girl. Hey, Nacho Twins mama, how are you? Learning to love myself. What's up? How you doing? The beautiful Cece Miller is here. Y'all, this was the prom queen on Saturday. Yes, Miss Cece Miller with her beautiful self took home the crown of prom queen. And I'm sure you all are not shocked because she's just gorgeous for no reason, as usual. Hey, Marilyn, that's my good sis, Marilyn McGowan. Glad to see you. Sharon Fona, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Always glad you make it. I make 59 look good. How you doing, boo? Good to see you too. Why you bother? What's up? Hey there. Plum, how are you? Hey, happy to be happy. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. Thanks for asking. There's my Christian key. Hey, gorgeous. All right, all right. Data Cutler. That's right, Steelers Nation. Rochelle, how you doing, boo? Shanika C, what's up? What's up? DH, you made it. Hey there. Debbie Parnell. Hey, Ladybug. How you doing? Good to see you. Queen of Hearts KS. How are you? Kim Bird. Hey, sis. Rochelle, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, love you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing some love. I appreciate it. I always do. Y'all are everything. And I got to share so much stuff. So much stuff. Queen Mermaid say CC Miller understood the assignment. Doesn't she always? Listen, I don't even play with her. Mm-mm. Hey, Auntie Eva, how are you? Oh, wow. Let me get in here and switch devices real quick. All right.
All right.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Now, whoo, child. I'm so glad to see y'all. Let me tell y'all what was going on with me. Okay. Can y'all still hear me good? Am I good? Okay, I still got y'all. Good stuff. But yeah, I was not feeling the best on Saturday, actually. And just kind of tried to push through anyway, because y'all know what I do. And then by Sunday, it was really bad, but I thought I could manage it. Hey, Lager Curbs, how are you? And by Monday, it was so bad. And y'all know how I hate doctors. I hate anything to do with the doctor. Yes, I did work in the medical field. That's all the more reason why I don't deal with doctors. But it got so bad by Monday morning, y'all, that I had to go and see a doctor. So turns out they said I had strep throat and pharyngitis. And apparently I had been walking around sick for a while, y'all, and I didn't even know it. So you know how that goes. Sometimes we're a little too strong for our own good. And then, you know, when you get brought down, you get brought all the way down. But it was a little tough. I want to say a big thank you to Queen Mermaid for checking on me. Nacho Twins mama, she's such a sweetie pie. She sent me some change and said to get me something soft to eat. And you know what? I literally sent for a soup from Panera Bread because that was so sweet of her. The beautiful Chanel D Queen thought about me, and she sent me a little love in the Cash App. And to every one of y'all that checked on me, I appreciate you. I love you guys. That is absolutely everything. Debbie, thank you so much. Girl, y'all know I'm rough and tough now. I'm back. I'm back. And then yesterday we did celebrate my mother's birthday. So I am going to have y'all's favorite niece, Geneva, Eva's Garden of Beauty. I'm going to have her play this live back for mom. If y'all don't mind, in the chat, if everybody can type for me, happy birthday, Miss Emma, or happy 79th birthday, that would be the mom. If y'all could do that, because I want to celebrate my mama, and I want y'all to help me celebrate her too. Y'all know that's my angel, my baby doll, my pet dragon, my everything. She is adorable, and she's tough too. So if y'all don't mind, please in the chat spam my chat with happy birthday, Miss Emma, or happy 79th birthday to Miss Emma. I sure appreciate it. Hey, Ray all day. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So listen, let's get into this show. But don't y'all forget to spam the chat so I can make sure that Eva plays this back for mama and she gets all that love, okay? Because I know that will tickle her, that all of my sisters are showing her some love, even though y'all haven't met her. Oh, that's so sweet. Y'all gonna make me cry. I can't afford to cry. My throat still hurts. All right. Thank y'all so much. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. All right. I'm putting them all up on the screen because I want to make sure she gets to see all her happy birthdays. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, my gosh. All right. So on the playback, mama, when you see this one, these are all of your extended daughters sending you a happy 79th birthday. We love you. You are a queen among women. You were my first teacher, my first sweetheart, my last sweetheart. Oh, this is so sweet, y'all. Thank y'all so much for this. This is adorable. This is adorable. And I'm going to make sure Eva plays it back for her so she can see all of her happy birthdays. All right. Yay. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. And I'm not going to get choked up because, like I said, my throat cannot afford it. Hey, can you 3:30? I can't, like when I say I can't do it this time, my throat will send me up out of here. Thank you so much for the love. This is everything, y'all. Thank you, Cheryl. How you doing? I make 59 look good. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Seanitra, please pin this on Miss Emma. Love you, sis. Thank you so much. And I will definitely pin that on her. Or I'll put it on her bottle of perfume because for every holiday, we got to buy her perfume, honey. She's a perfume addict. She's the one who got me hooked. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I know I'm holding up the review to show mama some love, but I appreciate y'all allowing me to do that. All right, so let's get into the show. Oh, let me put all the happy birthdays up. I don't want to cheat her. Let me not cheat her at all. All right. So let's get into this review. I think I probably better switch devices because I don't know what's going on. This one doesn't look like it's connecting well or something. I don't know. Can y'all hear me real good? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If it's lagging or breaking up, put a 2 in the chat. Please. Because I don't want to, get going and then y'all really can't hear me. Because y'all know right now it's touch and go with this voice. It's touch and go. You know what? Let me just be smart and switch out. Let me just be smart. Okay, it is messing up. It just started. Okay, cool. No problem, guys. Do I need more bone broth? That would be cool. That would be cool. All right, here we go. I'm sure this is much better. All right, I'm in, guys. So let's talk about what we just watched, shall we? So listen, hey, D. Marie. So dig. Now, where I caught the show, because I didn't turn there as soon as it started. Mainly because we wasn't gonna miss nothing. Hey Rochelle, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, "Happy birthday, Miss Emma." All right, lady, if you watching, there's something else on your perfume bottle. Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yep, y'all please hit the like button. Okay, so anywho, this one where I walked into this situation, because if you really gotta okay, G darling, thanks sis. So like if you really want to be honest, in my opinion, I feel like this episode was a whole lot of filler. It was a whole lot of fluff. I felt like they focused a whole lot on Jackie and her eating disorder. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, but it's only so much you can do with that, because that's not drama. That's somebody's health condition. You know, it's just a bit much. Oh, Egypt say happy 79th birthday, Aunt Emma. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they focused on Jackie a lot. And it was so interesting to watch them try to make it into, thank you so much, G Darling, for the cash app. And I will make sure that she gets her faves. I will put that toward her faves. So where I really started really paying attention was when Jackie was out with her children. Now I understand that was an exercise for her, and they're eating ice cream. Now, what really got me was, I think at that moment I realized how traumatic this is for Jackie, and I don't think other people really get it. I feel bad for her, but to be honest, I can't really identify. But yeah, it is becoming boring. It's a bit much. It's not a flashy, exciting disease. Not to say that diseases should be flashy or exciting. I mean, my honestly, I think my strep throat had more twists and turns than this anorexia nervosa. However, I don't want to make light of what she's going through. But it's like, girl, did we really need a whole scene of you eating ice cream with your children? Hey, Dora. Yeah, it was just a bit much. So she's sitting there and she's like, "Oh, this the first bite I had that deviated from her little diet situation." What I did notice too was that she got her kids worried about her. And it's like, man, look, these ladies are really making me feel like every deficit I thought I had as a mother, I don't even need to really worry about it. Just don't even worry about it at all. Because these ladies, their version of mothering is real iffy. That's the best way I can put it. It's iffy as hell. I'm not understanding how you, as a mother, think it's okay to have your babies worried about you. Like, you need to manage your stuff and not be letting it bleed over onto your kids. I don't know. I just feel like that was a bit much. But the kids was worried. They was like, "I don't think mama liked the ice cream." And, you know, and as Jackie called it, a turning point, because she was eating ice cream. Say this the most ice cream she's eaten in her adult life. I get it. This is her storyline, but Jackie, if this is your only storyline, do not be surprised if you're not invited back next year. That's all I'm gonna say. Shanika says Stevie Wonder could see in the past seasons that she never ate. Right, she didn't. And then if anybody said anything, she got super defensive, and which I understand, because she knew she had a problem. I think she wasn't ready for anybody to really call it out. You know. So anyway, then they go on to some more filler, some more fluff, which was Melissa taking her baby to the gym. Now, there's some more questionable parenting, in my opinion. Not judging, but I'm just saying I'm a mama too. And I was looking at these ladies a little sideways. Queen Mermaid say these kids usually have it more together than the parents on these shows. They do. They really do. It's as bad as when Robin sat up there and used her sons as her therapist. It's like, why are you putting children in grown people's business? These are some terrible. I don't want to call them terrible mothers, but they make some terrible mothering choices. I'm gonna say that. I think that's a safe way to put it. So Melissa takes her baby to the gym to sit down with a trainer and to work on her. And I thought that was a good idea, because the girl is still favoring that knee. I think the knee was the issue. And as somebody who used to be athletic before the age and the fluff, and who had children who were athletic, an injury is like that. Like, it takes you a while to trust your joints again. Hey, RJ Gray. Yeah, she took the baby to a gym because, the girl was saying she didn't want to do cheerleading no more because she hurt her knee and she really couldn't trust her knee. And so she was like, "I just can't do it," and just giving up. And, she had a little bit of an attitude, but I think some of the attitude was just feeling defeated and acting out. And they got mothers that don't really make them behave. So, acting out is the order of the day for these children. So the child wasn't expressing how she felt. She was just acting out at that moment. But this time she takes her to the gym, and the girl is the lady that's working with her, the trainer, is helping her do, different exercises to strengthen the knee, and all that good stuff. And so she sits this child down and starts telling her, what, this is what I went through, and see, this is how I felt. And can you just see why I was panicking? Because I didn't want to feel like I was ruining your life, and this and that. And it's like, okay, Melissa, I understand where you're trying to go with this, but to me, it almost looked like, rather than understanding where the child was coming from, she was almost trying to give the child guilt about how she felt about her reaction. And I'm sitting there like, what kind of mothering is this? Your baby is at a crossroads. She's at the point of wanting to give up because she thinks she cannot do something. This was not about you, Melissa. Now I'm starting to see what people say about Melissa. Melissa has a hard time understanding what's about her and what's not. And as a mother, sometimes you have to recognize when what your baby is going through is not about you. I would have rather see her kind of redirect the energy toward the child and not have it not be so much hinged on how she's feeling, how she, how what the child is going through is making her feel. That was just a little iffy to me. I'm like, all right, Melissa, I'm starting to see you, girl. Am I on point, Chanel? Because I'm sitting there like, how did you make that about you? Your child is suffering mentally. Like, after injuries like that, it's a little bit of a mental block because you're going to always be afraid that that knee or ankle or whatever joint that was injured, like you can't trust it. And I think what was going on is that the baby couldn't trust her knee. She just didn't trust it. She was still stuck in that moment of it being injured and keeps thinking that that's going to happen again. As long as she can remember that pain and what it went through, she's going to always feel like it's going to happen again. And I didn't understand, why did you make that about you? Hey, OB. Say Melissa is obviously using her daughter as a storyline to cover for her non-storyline self. And on top of that, she's gaslighting her pitiful. I totally agree with that. OB, absolute. Now, I don't agree with you all the time, but I totally agree with you on that one. She was gaslighting, but I felt like it was also a very narcissistic move as a mother. Your child is going through some mental trauma attached to an injury, and instead of you empowering her with what she can do and that letting her know you believe in her and she can come back from it, you made it about you. Auntie Eva says Melissa is for the camera time, apparently. Yeah, but it was the camera time, and then it was also the toxic mothering for me. So I'm kind of, giving her the side eye, like, what are those kids going through in that house? Can they not have a moment and need support from their mother and actually get it? Or does this happen all the time? When they need support from their mother, she kind of flips it and makes it about her. Y'all remember to hit the like button, okay? Thumbs up, y'all. So, I gave her the side eye on that one. Shanika, you say definitely for the camera time. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Christian. Y'all, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. So, side eye to her. Then we get to Jackie again with the eating disorder, and it's just a bit much again. So she's talking with the therapist, another really dry filler scene, and talking about her husband, and he says he notices everything, talks about her interpersonal relationships and how she's not going to let it affect how she eats. It's just dry. I'm sorry. Jackie, it's not giving, honey. G Darling say, Seanitra, you right. That wasn't about Melissa. It was about your baby. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Kennedy Monroe says, I think she also feels sort of way about her daughter being heavy. You think so? Wait, do you think Melissa's daughter is heavy? I think she's a normal sized child. You think she fat? I ain't see that. I don't know. Now I'm gonna be watching for that, Kennedy. I ain't see that. But you might be on to something. I'm gonna have to watch and see if that's really what's going on. Then they switched to everybody getting ready for this party. Now, to me, everything that happened up to that point, they could have left this off. Now, I don't know whether they could have put this with next week's episode with them going to Nashville, or whether they could have put it with last week's episode and made it part of that. But this was not a whole episode, y'all. I'm sorry. It just wasn't. It was not giving. It really wasn't. Now, everybody getting ready for the party or whatever. And you got Teresa with her children, off to the side doing their own thing. Because, of course, Marge did not invite Teresa. So they sitting in the house reminiscing over, all the memories about their granddaddy, and, the fact that they're moving next week, and showing all those old scenes where they moved in back in 2008. One of the children saying she really don't want to leave the memories. And don't get me wrong, I understand Teresa's ready to move on with her life. She don't want no memories, no, nothing to remind her of Joe Judice and how he treated her in that house. But I think that maybe she could have took her time moving those children out of there, because that was that was their childhood home. And she's moving real quick with this dude. Now, Louis seemed all right with me. I don't have no problem with him. Again, y'all know what I say. Only his eyebrows. Only his eyebrows. However, I don't care how cool Louis is. She needs, it's too late to say she needs to slow down, because she's already made the move. She's already went to the edge of the cliff and jumped off. But I just feel like she should have taken a little bit more time. Reason number one, say, I hope not, because I don't even think Antonia's heavy. Yeah, I don't think Antonia's heavy at all. She's a normal sized child. She's a normal sized kid. But I feel like, one, Teresa need to slow down, because even if the guy's a good guy, in a year, you don't even fully know if y'all compatible yet. Y'all haven't lived together yet. You don't know whether you're going to even be able to stand him. You know what I mean? He could wait, y'all could move in together, and after about a month, it's like, oh no, I can't stand him. I don't like the way he chew. Like, oh, this too much. He won't put his clothes in the hamper. He keeps throwing them right. You know what I mean? Anything can make you not like somebody. And I think that she didn't think this through. Kennedy say, maybe I'm wrong, but I think her child is named Gabby. If I'm wrong, I sincerely apologize. I don't want to spread rumors. Girl, you all right. We're talking about Antonia. Hey, Mary. You good, girl? Yeah, his eyebrows and that Botox. That's the only thing scared me about Louis. But I feel like she doesn't know whether they're compatible yet. We all know in that first year, everybody is putting forth the representative. After the representative leaves, y'all know what I'm talking about. The representative is the person you first meet. That's the one who pulls out the chairs, opens the doors, is super attentive, pays attention to everything you say, and rubs your feet and all this extra stuff. And then once it's no longer new and the representative leaves, then you get to know the real man. She doesn't know the real Louis yet. And once she gets to know the real Louis, who's to say she even gonna like him? And you putting your children in this situation, and you sold a childhood home to put them in this precarious situation. Number two, this man don't have no daughters. He has sons, and his sons are not related to your daughters. And you putting them in a house where anything can go wrong. I'm not saying this man's children will do anything out of the way, but you do not know that. And you putting two children that are not related, two sets of children that are not related, of the opposite sex, in the same house, you almost asking for trouble. Deandra say it's a mental process that the child has to go through, because she's operating in fear right now. No mother support to help build her trust with the injury. That is so true. That's exactly what I was trying to say, Dee, but you said it better. Auntie Eva say, we now know the extent of his financial problems. She'll be assuming his debt. Well, not really. Just because you with a man don't mean you take his debt. Any debt that somebody incurs before y'all get married, that's not your problem. Obi said there are just too many allegations of abuse, and wives of wife beaters have described their husbands as the most romantic while dating. Stay woke. It's true. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know whether he beats women, beats rugs, beats whatever. We don't know, because he ain't been around long enough. Yeah, now that part right there is an issue, because you putting your name on a house with him. What if you end up out the door? Happy to be happy say, I need dating advice. Child, I don't know. I don't know about that, honey. I'm not Dr. Ruth. Okay. Auntie Eva say, you're right. That has been my concern about this relationship and his proximity to her girls. Right. You don't take those kind of chances when you have daughters. You got to be careful when you got sons. truth be heard. But when you got girls, how you gonna play a game like that? Shanika C. Lord been married almost 20 years, and I missed the represent. Girl, say it again. Baby, the representative was smooth, wasn't he? Like Billy D. Williams on a Coke 45 commercial. And after a while, you get the real him, the one that be passing gas and thinking up the bedroom. You know, that one. The one that sleep real wild and all across the bed, and their arms and stuff real heavy, and you could barely move them. Oh, yeah, that part. I made 59 look good. Say Teresa has sold her children security. She does far too much for men. She does. Child Shanika C telling the truth. Auntie Eva quiet as kept. Man, look. She telling the truth, baby. That representative was the bomb. And you get in there and everybody get comfortable, baby. That representative takes a hike. You might see that dude again only on anniversaries. Sometimes he'll show up. Okay, but okay, CC, y'all laughing, but am I telling the truth? Sometimes a representative will show his face again, anniversaries, birthdays, special occasions. He'll dust him off and bring him out, every now and then. Auntie Eva say the rep is always best. Hey, ain't nothing like the representative. Man, that guy is everything. That guy is everything. See, the key is you got to find a man that even after the representative leaves, that you can still stand him. Teresa didn't even hang around long enough to find out who the man behind the representative is. She moved too quick. Like the blues song say, I think I might have made my move too soon. She should have held tight. Yeah, occasionally, Shanika, they dust him off and bring him out. We can't count on that joker all the time. He don't always show up, but sometimes they'll surprise you. Bring him out, have us feeling like little girls giggling and stuff. I'm just saying, not your twins mama say bullseye. You know what? I can always tell the married ladies in the chat, because that's how y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But Teresa don't even know what the man behind the representative acts like. She doesn't know what he does when he's not happy. She don't know how he acts when he's in a bad mood. She doesn't know what he gonna do the first time she burn up his food or put too much salt in something. She made her move too soon. Period. I don't even know another way to put it. Teresa was not smart on this one. Not even a little bit. And I'm not just picking on her because I don't like her. This wasn't smart because she got children in that house. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, everybody getting ready for this party that Teresa not invited to. Her and her children over there, reminiscing about her daddy and their granddaddy. And that was kind of sad because, children love their grandpapas. My kids was absolutely devastated when my daddy left. So I totally understand that. But while everybody's getting ready, y'all, they really tried to make this whole episode about Jackie and her condition. Listen, Bravo, Andy Cohen, I don't know which one of y'all need to hear this. It's not that we being insensitive, but we really don't care. We don't care. We hope that she be all right. It's not that we saying we want this lady to be sick. We don't care. Not a bird brain. Debbie says she don't care because she always thinks of the man first. She does, all the way down to going to prison for one. You right about that, Debbie. But they started trying to make this about Jackie and her eating. Jackie up there talking about, I'm getting ready for the party, and showing her husband this little cheap dress. I swear that dress looked like she got it at Rainbow. I'm like, girl, you got all that money, and this how you be dressing. Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna go there because y'all know when some people have money, they are very, very careful about spending it. And she come from money, and I guess she was taught to be frugal. And that dress looked frugal and thrifty as hell. Cheryl, thank you so much for the super chat. She said for Miss Emma's perfume. All right, Cheryl says she got 5 on it. I appreciate that, sis. So dig this. Jackie gonna say, well, they having Hungarian food. I'm worried. I've never eaten that. I'm worried. And I'm sitting there like, how are you worried about Hungarian food, ma'am? It's not that deep. Either eat it or don't. Debbie say that's why she got all that money. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like her mom and them taught her, to be frugal, and that's how she kept it. But I just feel like You will be okay. You're not going to exhaust all the millions that your family has if you buy a dress that doesn't look like it came off the 9.99 rack. That's all I'm saying. That's all. She could have went up to like 39.99 or something. I don't think that would have took all of her inheritance. Hey, LEL. So listen, moving on past that. Then Jen and her hubby getting ready, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go. He's still pretending to be upset with the guys, and he's doing that for her sake. And what I don't understand is why Jen is so stupid for thinking that this man really give a darn about them people saying she don't have a good heart. He knows she ain't got no good heart. He don't like her. That's why he keep treating her like he do. Okay, Obi say not mad at Bravo for dedicating one episode for it because it's kind of a serious issue. I just hope Jackie herself ain't faking her recovery for a storyline only to slide back to old habits. Um, I hope that too, but I am kind of mad at them dedicating the whole episode to it because I feel like it was a matter of let's try to tug at heartstrings and it's not working. It's not working. And for one major reason is because Obi, I don't think enough people really understand what is involved with anorexia nervosa. Debbie Garcia, thank you so much for the super chat. She said for Miss Emma, girl, listen, when Eva play this back, you got plenty ladies going in on your perfume. Okay, they all going in on your perfume. Um, but I just think too many people do not know what's involved with anorexia nervosa. You have people who really think like, oh, just eat something when it's really a lot deeper than that. So it's not enough awareness as to what it really is and how it really affects people. That's one. Two, it's kind of hard for people to have sympathy for a super rich trust fund heiress. Like, stop with the sympathy play. And then three, it's not that interesting of a disorder that you can put that you can kind of build a whole episode around it. You don't need to build a whole episode around that. And the truth be told, it comes off as disingenuous. Who sits around and talks about the food all day? Yeah, exactly. It's not as easy as just eating, nowhere near. But and I know a lot of people really do not understand that. They just don't get it. Okay, y'all, please thumbs up, thumbs up. So he's still pretending like, well, they said you don't have a good heart, and but I'm still gonna go. And she's like, oh, I was worried he wasn't gonna keep doing it. He wasn't willing to be around my friends. Right, a whole episode was a bit much for real. Shanika say people really don't understand that's a mental problem, not just a physical problem. Exactly, it is psychological. So I hope it brings a little bit of awareness, but I feel like it's a whole lot that people truly just do not understand. And it's not interesting enough to hold people's attention. Debbie, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, this is for you because I appreciate your honesty. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Oh my gosh. I truly appreciate that. That was sweet. So, you know, he's gone ahead with it. She's feeling like, okay, he's showing me some concern. He's showing me some care. And it's so weird to watch Bill try to manufacture affection for Jennifer. It's like, why are you trying to manufacture affection? You know you don't care for this girl. And to be honest, like if I was her, I would be insulted. I think at this point, Jennifer is grasping at straws. She wants him to show her some type of concern, care, or emotion. She will take anything at this point, is how it looks. You know what? We sure can. I'll work on that. Or I'll see if Queen Mermaid will help me. Y'all know I'm not the best with this stuff. Auntie Eva say Bravo should have posted some information about how to get a help. Well, they did post it in the middle of the show. They didn't wait till the end. They posted in the middle of the show at one of the commercial breaks. So anyway, so they went to talking Bill or whatever, and Bill was like, Evan tried to make peace with a text message. He texted and was like, are we good? Bill gave him an okay emoji. I'm like, men are weird, but I guess so. Yeah, it does seem forced. It seems forced as hell. I don't like Jen, but I'm kind of embarrassed for her at this point. And I'm actually a little bit infuriated for her because why on earth is he doing her like that? He's so great looking. Bill looks like Jigsaw in the face. For real, for real. Hey, Taj. Where you been, girl? Hey, Catherine Bennett. Say, I think this episode showed how bad last year actually affected Jackie. I wish Jackie took the year off. Okay, okay, I can see that. I could definitely see that. Um, but even though Evan tried to make peace over the text, Joe really wasn't going for it because I guess, Joe is one of the people, and this is why I think I like Joe. I'm not much of a Melissa fan, but I like Joe because Joe is like an open book. If he feel a way, he's gonna say it. If it's bad or good, he's gonna say it. He don't mind expressing his emotions, crying. Like he's just all over the place. Whatever he feeling, he bleeds it out. And to be perfectly honest, like you don't find that with men very often. Like he's very open and he's not insecure about being emotional, whether it's sad, crying, whatever he's feeling, he just says it. I like that. I do like that. So Joe was like, nah, I ain't really with it. Um, anyway, we get to this party situation. Marge is talking about her grandparents being Hungarian or whatever. Marge Sr. is turning, oh yeah, absolutely hilarious, Seanitra. He is funny. That's a funny little dude. And her mama's turning 75. Now, my mama turned 79. So the queen has Marge Sr. beat. Y'all know I love Marge Sr., but of course, she ain't no match for my girl. Of course, of course. I know it's not a competition, but she's no match for my girl. Um, then, of course, Marge's employee or her husband, I still call that man her employee. I don't care what nobody say. He act like he works for her. That's just how it comes off. So he tells Frank, Bill gonna be there or whatever. And they worried about Joe, of course. I wasn't really worried about Joe because I'm like, Joe gonna speak his mind. Long as you don't act up with him, you gonna be all right. He just likes to express himself. I'm cool with that. Now, Bill and Jennifer arrive. Of course, Marge's employee tells Joe, don't start here. And, as though they got to keep him on the chain like he's such a wild animal. Joe really ain't that bad. He's expressive, but he just ain't that bad. Okay. But Marge went over and hugged Bill and thanked him for coming, which I thought that was nice. I thought that was nice. I think Marge really like once she saw the girl bow down, she was okay. Um, Bill greets Marge's husband, then they see Joe heading over. Joe decided, Frank is like, well, Joe wanted an apology. I don't feel like Joe needs an apology. Joe felt like he did need an apology and he expressed himself. Now, one thing I'm going to say, y'all, say what you will or may about these men. Have y'all noticed that these men can get over stuff in like 2.2 seconds? Once they talk it out, they say what they got to say. Joe was like, look, that was ugly. We got put out your house. I was expecting to hear from you to be like, yeah, man, that was messed up. Sorry about that or whatever, and just kind of let it be. He said, you didn't even say nothing. I don't know whether he should have or shouldn't have, but I think it's okay to tell your friend, if you call somebody your friend, how you felt about something. I thought it was very cool. So Joe is very lights, camera, action, if you know what I mean. I feel like I'm afraid, Tosh, but I'm very afraid that Joe is probably like this every day, which is scary. G Darling say I love Joe's demeanor. He's just real. He is. And she said, no match for Mama Emma. No match for my girl. No match. But I like that they put it out there and Bill was like, well, I understand how you felt that way. And a lot of stuff was going on that night. And it's so crazy. Like literally men will sit there, put that stuff out there, and that'll just be the end of it. Auntie Eva say men in general can get over stuff better than women. We hold grudges. Yes, we do, honey. And it's not healthy and it's very ugly. Tosh, you laughing, but I'm for real. I think that man is like that every day. And that sounds exhausting. I like him on TV for about an hour. I couldn't stand him in real life. His energy, he's too all over the place. Hey, D. Marie say they're so much better at making up. They are. Girl, where your crown at? I just realized that. But they worked it out, and it was crazy because I was watching that part, and I was on the phone with Papa, and I was like, how do y'all do that? He was like, because we just men, like we really don't care about all that stuff. Once we say something, it's done or whatever explanation he gave me. And it was very much a lot like the energy that I saw on that show tonight. It was like I'm thinking they're gonna have at least a conversation about, well, I didn't think this or whatever. The man was done with it, laughing and right back to drinking like nothing happened. The women over there like, oh, look like the guys are okay. Honey, the guys are always okay. And the men was like, nah, we got caught up in that female stuff and we done with that. And it was so cool how they just zoomed right past it like nothing happened. I was like, you know what? These dudes is all right. They laughed it out, drank it out, talked it out for like 5 minutes, and it was over. Now, I guess in reality, that wouldn't be a reality show. If you just had a bunch of straight men drinking, disagreeing every now and then, talking it out in 5 minutes or less, that would not be a show. I guess that's why the Bad Boys on Zeus works, because it's not a bunch of straight men. That's the only reason that works. Obi says they're better at making up, but I beg to differ about Joe Gorga. He tried it. I was on Bill's side. Yeah, nah. I was on both of their side. I thought it was cool how the men made up. The idea of men sitting up, taking sides, and going back and forth and bickering is feminine as hell. And it ain't sexy. Let me just say that. If Bill had did anything other than what men are supposed to do, I would have been looking at him like he needed to borrow one of our tampons. He did things right. Joe said what he felt. Bill said what he felt. Both of them men was like, we got involved in female business and moved on about their business. Anything other than that is a man trying to be a little too much like our good Judy. Now, if you need to be on Bad Boys on Zeus, then that's where you need to be. But definitely not in a friend group with a bunch of straight men, because that's usually how straight men get down. They almost act like cavemen. They grunt, point, drink, laugh, and move on. And I'm okay with that. I actually like it. I envy that when it comes to men. I absolutely envy that. But anywho, I like the fact that they talked it out, moved on, and then they went talking about a Nashville trip. And of course, the question comes up if Teresa and Louis should be invited. Of course, Marge's employee was like, well, they weren't invited tonight. And, Joe was like, nah, when we have a, group trip, everybody's supposed to go. That's where things get fixed, get squashed or whatever. And you could tell that he felt some type of way, like by his facial expression. I'm not kidding y'all. Go back, play it back. I am so for real. But the truth of the matter is, I don't really like how Marge and her husband have been from the beginning of this season on a campaign to get Mr. Louis. It ain't even so much to get Teresa. It's like it's to upset Teresa, but they're going after Mr. Louis for no reason. It's weird. Hey, Destiny, I missed you too. I'm so glad I get to see you. So listen, so it got crazy because the girls was talking and Marge is like, well, I didn't invite her tonight or whatever. So she's gonna be invited to the Nashville trip. And I'm glad that they're gonna invite her because I feel like that's nasty. And I'm glad that Joe talked up and was like, nah, we gonna go ahead on and invite my sister and her boyfriend. I'm glad he said something because the idea that Marge's employee slash husband thought you could say something like that in front of him about his sister, like, oh no, they don't need to come. That's some bull crap. That's some straight bull crap. So I'm glad Joe did the right thing with that. Joe usually pretty good about defending his sister when he can. Because y'all know Teresa's sometimes very difficult to defend, but he does pretty good where he can. You got to give it to him. Got to give it to him. So anyway, the ladies naturally did what they do. Because like I said, they can't ever drop nothing. So they bringing up last week and Teresa was body shaming Marge and told her booty would jiggle less if she had on Jackie's pants, and that's body shaming. Like, girl, if your booty jiggle, your booty jiggle. They making me tired with the body shaming stuff. Like, it's a bit much. She said your booty jiggle. Y'all know y'all don't like each other. Stop it. You said that much about her and probably more. Just cut it out. Obi says, question, if a woman tells you in a group setting your husband is wrong, uses the F word on you, and demands that you talk to your husband about his ill behavior, what would you do? I have no idea because I don't know any women who act like that. Destiny says, hey, he ain't having that. Joe solid. Right. Joe is real solid. Absolutely. Joe is real solid. But, the whole body shaming, like it's like, at this point, I don't know if Marge is aware, but at this point, it's clear that you on a campaign against this lady. Like, you went after her and went after her until you finally got a response. And then once Teresa responds in the way that only Teresa can respond, she's not that smart. So she's only going to get aggressive and start throwing things and screaming and making insults. Teresa doesn't know how to do stuff like that. Tosh says Teresa was just being petty because Marge said she wouldn't wear her leggings. I know that's right. Oh, D. Marie got her crown back. All right, sis. But see, Teresa was being petty, Tosh. But you know, if you don't like somebody, y'all are gonna take digs at each other. You already know that. You already know. So I'm not really mad at her for that. And I'm not mad at Mars for saying I wouldn't wear her leggings. I'm not mad at her for saying that. Because they, right now they don't like each other. So sometimes you just gotta own it. You and your friend, if y'all were ever friends, y'all not in a good place right now. So y'all might say some mean things about each other. That's right, Joe. Joe did the right thing because if Marge's employee slash husband had his way and they could have got Joe to say, oh, let's just not invite them to keep down confusion, he would have ran to report that back to Marge and they would have been so happy to say, oh, yeah. Oh, see, even Joe didn't even want her to go. I'm telling you, Marge is up to something really nasty. And I agree with y'all that she's still mad about that hair pull last season, but she knows she was bothering Danielle. She got what she got. Hey, high vibes. See, I hate seeing Teresa selling that house. I hate that too. Even if you want to move, girl, don't sell your property. You should have held it. Obi say Marge is coming for Teresa big time. She says she has more info on Louis, saving for the reunion, which I'm hearing Gia was in attendance. Why would she bring her daughter to this? By the way, do you know she and Dolores are on the outs? I heard that. I did. Todd said, yeah, it's not body shaming, just pettiness. Right. But they were really trying to go there. And I will say this. I love the fact that Dolores was like exiting the conversation because it was just stupid at this point. You here to celebrate your mama. Girl, celebrate your mama. Stop using every opportunity as a let's attack Teresa and everything about her campaign. If you that mad about what's that funny looking girl, Danielle pulling your hair, go find Danielle and fight her. Unless you're scared to fight her. Why you coming after Teresa? Because Danielle pulled your hair. You shouldn't even be mad that Danielle pulled your hair. You threw a whole drink in that woman's face. Like that was just too disrespectful. Hey, Marquise Register says Jill needs to stay out of grown folk business. Amen. Amen. I have had enough of them putting children in adult situations. It's a mess. How about I say Teresa's growing Jill to be a housewife or have her own show? I mean, her own show would be great, maybe, because I mean, a job is a job. Get a kid a job. Give all the kids a job. I don't have a problem with that. But putting her in adult people's business, the fact that Teresa is comfortable going back to tell those children everything that's going on with the grown folks, now they saying the kid is gonna be at the reunion. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's too much. Way too much. But then you got Jen at the party. Did y'all hear how full of crap she was? I'm telling y'all, I don't like Pinocchio. I don't like her. I don't like her. Now, do I like the way her husband is treating her? Absolutely not. I feel like Bill is a walking, steaming pile of cow crap. The way he treating that girl. If you don't like her, divorce her, pay her for her time, let her reclaim her time, and go on about her business. Okay? But you don't get to stay with the woman and treat her like that. What did she do to you other than run around kissing your behind and giving you your children and trying to hide all your indiscretions? Hey, Shalon Jones, how you doing, sis? The way he treats her is garbage, but I really don't like Pinocchio. I don't like Jen. She's full of it. And she's like, oh, it's become very clear that we both love hard and we care about our families and blah, blah, blah. Girl, bye. Of course she cared about her family. And you knew she cared about her family when you kept calling her mama a whore. That's why I would never feel bad for how Marge laid her out and laid all her business on Front Street. Hey, April Tiff. Say Jennifer is a lapdog for Teresa and her husband. She is, but she'll turn on Teresa before she turn on her husband. You see how she sold Teresa down the river? Dry snitching, making sure they knew. Teresa the one put me up to it. Mm-hmm. How about I say Bill knows it's cheaper to keep her. I hollered last week when she told him she's not worried because she'll get half. Okay. Okay, but she's still worried. She don't want to lose her husband. She's worried about the stigma attached, the shame, the humiliation, how he gonna treat her, how the family gonna treat her. She worried about all that. Destiny say Gia been in grown folk business. They don't understand the importance of staying in a child's place and out of grown folks' face. I don't care if I'm grown. I still don't intervene in my mama's business. You better say it again. Tosh say dry snitching, such an accurate term. Okay, let's think back now. Tosh, was that not dry snitching? She didn't come flat out and say Teresa put me up to it, but she said enough so that the ladies knew, so they could come say, well, why didn't you just tell on her? Well, I guess, my version of loyalty is different than hers. So you confirmed it. You dry snitched and confirmed it. She trifling, y'all. Shalon say, I'm well. I hope you feeling well all around. I'm trying. Thank you so much. Girl, I didn't need a rumor to tell he was still cheating. Any man sleeping in the pool house and pretending to care about you and faking that hard, that man don't care nothing about you. Destiny say Jennifer ain't loyal to no one but her coin husband. Right? RJ Grace say she's involved in Gia and the little girl already has a foul mouth. She sure do. Teresa shouldn't get mad when someone lets the little girl have it. But you know she gonna start screaming, oh my kid, she's just a kid. You better keep her in a kid place. Jen is worried about starting over. Yes, and worried about having to face people and admit that she's had a failed marriage. Listen, it's not easy to go through a divorce, especially in a traditional family or traditional community. So I can only imagine that it would be very painful and embarrassing and humiliating for her, on top of the coin. Yeah, alluding. That's right. That's that good old dry snitching, Chinese. She pulled that prison yard stuff. Obviously, I heard those rumors tending to believe them more so because of Jennifer's reaction with Bill. If she stayed and it was 10 years ago, why bother Bill about his reaction now? You already know. Ty said, what if they only pretending to be together for the show? I just thought of that. No, I think they pretending to be together for the community. I don't even think it's for the show, Tosh. Hey, DM Rocks. You say Tracy getting on your nerves. Tracy been on my nerves, DM Rocks. I thought it was just me. I'm sick of Tracy. Send her back. Destiny say she been dry snitching. Ooh, I hate a dry snitching friend. I couldn't be on the Housewives because I'm going in. The Lord knew better than to cast me. You so crazy. Okay, Kennedy say Gia was raised as more of a friend to Teresa, not a child. Now that's true. I think a lot of these women do that, and it's so weird. It's so weird. I am not my children's friend. I will never be their friend. I'm your mama. I got your back. I'll do anything for you. I will catch a bullet for you. But I'm not your friend. I'm not one of your friends. Don't ever think I'm your friend. So you like Tiki and the little girl was cute. Tiki all right with me, but he a little too feminine for my nerves. He a little too feminine for me. So with grown folks, business children should be seen, not heard. Yeah, I don't even want to see them. Till say Gia should have been giving her dad all that energy for helping get her mama in jail. Thank you. But she got all that energy for everybody else. She goofy like her mama. And what's sad is we shouldn't know that. But we do know that because Teresa keep putting that girl front and center on camera in grown folk business so we can hear how stupid her child is. This is pitiful. Now, Teresa, the fact that you let everybody know that you dumb as a bag of hair didn't mean that you had to put your child on front. Nobody had to know that. Shanika C say, yes, can they please return Tracy back to sender? Right, we'll pay postage. Just take her back. Girl, Tosh said the girl need therapy. Poor thing. Maybe. That might be what she needs, Tosh. That might be it. But now Marge Senior was the cutest. I got to give it to her. That's a sporty old lady. She real sporty. For whatever reason, I told y'all it's some kind of weird thing. Everybody that I dislike on the Housewives shows, I love their mama. For real. It started with Candy. I can't stand her, but I love Mama Joyce. I don't like Candace on Potomac. I love Mama Dorothy. Love, love, love her. Okay. When it comes to Jen, Pinocchio, I don't like her, but her mama is all right. Her mama is real cool. I like her. And then when it comes to Marge, I don't like large Marge, but Marge Senior, that's the girl right there. She all right with me. But she said this was the best night of her life, and I thought that was real cool. That her mom was like, "Oh, this is the best night of my life." I thought that was absolutely adorable. I'm glad that lady enjoyed herself. All the men was dancing with her. I said, "All right, girl." Marge got up and toasted her mama. I thought that was a genuine moment for her. That was good. That she was giving her mother her flowers and everything. I thought that was really, really, really sweet. Really sweet. And just appreciating her and basically saying, I had a good mama and she never stepped on my dreams and all that stuff. And I thought that was absolutely adorable. You like Jennifer's mom too? I do. I'm telling you, her mama is all right with me. All the ones I don't like, I like their mamas. I like their mamas, and I be feeling bad for their mothers. Like, how did you get such a horrible daughter? But I guess it's just one of those things. You can't have it all. But it was real cool, and it was like in a moment like that, all this is going on, and Jackie still was trying to make this about her. Why was all your confessional talk about you and this food? Oh, everybody just eating whatever. I looked over at Jen, and Jen just eating whatever she want. That to me, it's just such a crazy concept. Like, girl, we get it. Not being insensitive, but we get it. That's all I'm saying. Why? Why do we have to keep hearing about you in food all night long? I want to see if she does this next week. And then what I want to know from production, did y'all tell her, make sure every time you're in confessional to make a reference to your condition? Because it's just weird. D. Marie said it's nice to see. It's nice. It's so nice to see and on your mama's birthday. Yes, this is the day after mommy's birthday, but I'm celebrating mommy with y'all today. And then this what we saw. She was celebrating her mama. I thought that was real cool. DM Rock said, I heard Tracy was supposed to be a housewife, but got demoted because she was boring as paint drying. Well, how did we see Jackie? Taj say Tracy gives me real mouse energy. Like I picture her scurrying around looking for cheese. Taj, really? Don't make me laugh like that. Y'all know my throat is hurting. Like I'm literally talking to y'all and it feel like I got broken glass in my throat. Like it is not a joke. And then Tosh gonna put some stuff like this in the chat to really have me laughing and cackling so I can cry myself to sleep later. All right, Tosh, I see you on Play Fair. That's cool. Good thing you my sister. I'm gonna let you live. Yeah, you see how she did that? Talking about some she can picture that girl scurrying around looking for cheese. She is a funny looking one. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't like nothing about Tracy. I'm sorry. Send her back. DM Rock say Jackie can go too. Jackie need to go. Jackie needs to go. I tried to give her a chance last year because I was like, well, maybe, the next year she'll come on out. But I think this season she was worse than last season. Gargle with warm salt water. Yeah, I think I will again when I get off of here with y'all. Say Tiki and Tracy, and in Housewives, it's about the women before they consider the SOs, significant others. I don't get what you're trying to say, but yeah, that part. But listen, y'all, this was really a filler episode, in my opinion. It was real nice to see Marge Senior's birthday. Shout out to a real one. Lemon honey tea. Oh yeah, I already did that. I think I'm gonna do some more of that too. But that part was cool. It was good to see the guys do what men do. It was good to see the men do what men do, make up quickly and move right on past it. And it was also, I think, just a setup for the Nashville trip, which is coming up next week. Now, I think that's going to be interesting because they're going to Nashville, and we can see already that this is going to be Marge versus Teresa again, all the way down to Marge calling her a disgusting liar because Teresa basically told the truth, which, of course, y'all know I'm shook because Teresa never tells the truth to save her life. Teresa lie like she breathes. So anytime Teresa is telling the truth and you calling her a liar for actually doing what she's supposed to once in her life, like Marge is gaslighting and playing all kind of games. And I really believe y'all at this point that this is about that hair pull from Danielle. Oh yeah, because Teresa said you the one stirring up the rumors. When the truth of the matter is, Marge is the one stirring up those rumors. Teresa didn't lie. Marge was spreading the rumors. She had her husband / employee making sure he spread the rumors among the guys to get everything going. She did that. She really did that. And then gonna tell the girl you a disgusting liar. And next thing you know, because Teresa, can't use her words because the whole thing is barely literate. She started throwing stuff and screaming like a banshee. And that's how people get away with stuff with her. Even like, and mind you, she's usually wrong. And I feel like this is the one time in the history of her life that she's right And people might not see it because Marge knows how to play into her idiocy. Like I'll just make her blow up and act like an idiot, and then I'm gonna, I'm gonna be right and she gonna be wrong, even if I'm wrong. And Teresa fell right into it because she's got the IQ of a glass of water. Poor thing. Listen, don't take advantage of slow people. If you don't like them people, leave them alone. Now you know what, Marquis. Now you know that's the understatement of the whole 2022. Did you say she's not articulate? Water's wet. The sky is that way. You killing me. She is not articulate. Have mercy. Poor Teresa. And Marge is taking advantage of the fact that this girl is dumb. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just don't like, and y'all know I don't like that hammerhead shark at all. But what Marge is doing, I don't like it. Because why you not going after that chick that pulled your hair like that? You say this the second time she was writing 11 seasons. I must have missed the first time. Obi tells Marquis she likes us to think a lot, especially when it suits her. Okay, so y'all being silly. Okay, gotcha. Listen, y'all, I appreciate you guys. I love y'all so much. But we done reviewed this show, and I got to get up out of here because I can feel the pain coming back in my throat. But I enjoyed every minute of it. Y'all, please hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I will be back tomorrow, even if it is slightly uncomfortable, because I miss y'all. I don't be having nobody to talk to. So I'm glad that I got a chance to talk with you guys tonight and interact with y'all in the chat. I appreciate it. Yes, she do look like a hammerhead shark. That's right, y'all. Hit that like button before you leave. I missed y'all too. So I feel like I want to make my way back, so I got to take it easy and not push too much. So once we covered it, I'm gonna jump on out. Y'all, please hit the like button, thumbs up, thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Just take a look down there below the video. If your subscribed is red, that means you're not subscribed. You might think you subscribed because they, suggest my channel because you be over here watching. But double check and make sure your subscribe is gray and not red. And then hit the notification bell and make sure you click all so you know every time I go live. And just so y'all know, y'all missed a heck of a night Saturday. We had a wonderful time at the polyester prom. It was everything. The ladies were gorgeous as per normal. And I'm still like enjoying all of the memories. Everything was so cool. Ty said just gargle with salt water and drink some lemon honey ginger tea. Will do. So I'm gonna go and get some rest. Thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for this weekend. Thank y'all for being here tonight. And I will do my best to talk to you guys again tomorrow. Okay, be positive, be productive, be encouraged, and make sure that you go and try and encourage somebody else. Remember, it doesn't cost a thing to put a smile on somebody else's face. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.